Good evening. We begin tonight with the ongoing severe flooding affecting New South Wales following days of persistent heavy rainfall. Authorities have confirmed the death toll has now risen to 4 after a man's body was discovered in a vehicle trapped in floodwaters near Coffs Harbour. Over 50,000 residents are currently isolated due to inundated roads and infrastructure. Emergency services have conducted more than 600 rescues. The Bureau of Meteorology has ongoing warnings in place, and the federal government has activated disaster recovery assistance. Communities including Terry, Kempsey, and Coffs Harbour are among the most severely impacted. Authorities are also warning of the ongoing risks posed by contaminated floodwaters and potential dam overflows. And in entertainment news now, pop icon Mariah Carey is set to return to Australia for the first time in over a decade. She'll headline the Fridays Live Festival, an announcement that's generated significant excitement among fans and marks a notable event for the Australian entertainment scene. Carey, renowned for hits such as Vision of Love and We Belong Together, will perform in several major cities. Fans are eagerly anticipating her acclaimed live vocal performances as she maintains her status as one of the world's most successful recording artists. Turning to international sports, Australian football coach Ange Postecoglou is being widely praised for leading Tottenham Hotspur to victory in the UEFA Europa League. This achievement is seen as an inspiration for the next generation of Australian coaches and a source of national pride within the football community. Despite Tottenham's mixed results in domestic competition, this European triumph has significantly bolstered Postecoglou's reputation. He has expressed his commitment to building on this success, emphasizing its importance for the club's future. Now, Australia and Japan have announced a joint initiative to advance renewable hydrogen technology. The collaboration aims to position both nations at the forefront of clean energy innovation, with a strategic focus on sustainable solutions. This partnership will involve extensive research and development, concentrating on reducing carbon emissions and improving the efficiency of hydrogen production. Australia's considerable renewable energy resources make it an ideal partner for Japan, which has been actively pursuing a transition to cleaner energy sources. And turning now to federal politics, the coalition between the Liberal and National parties has officially dissolved, leading to considerable political readjustment. Former Prime Minister Tony Abbott has criticized the separation, urging both parties to seek reconciliation. Concurrently, discussions about potentially reuniting the coalition have been described by some as a positive development, despite existing tensions and accusations of breached trust between party leaders. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has announced that the 48th Parliament will commence on July 22, 2025. This follows Labour's significant electoral victory, which provides the government with an opportunity to advance its legislative agenda. Mr. Albanese has proposed 8 sitting weeks for the remainder of the year to implement key policies. The Australian Greens have undergone a leadership change following the electoral defeat of former leader Adam Bant. Larissa Waters has been elected unopposed as the new leader, with Marine Faruqi re-elected as deputy leader. This transition occurs as the Greens reassess their strategic position in the post-election political landscape. In financial markets, the S&P ASX 200 index fell by 0.5% to 8,348.70 on May 22, 2025, ending a brief winning streak. Financials and consumer stocks exerted downward pressure on the market, reflecting broader investor caution amidst global uncertainties. The decline mirrored Wall Street's performance, which was influenced by a U.S. bond sell-off. However, gold and Bitcoin prices rose as investors sought safer assets. Westpac Banking Corporation is planning to reduce its workforce by more than 1,500 positions as part of a major restructuring initiative aimed at streamlining operations and cutting costs. This move follows similar actions by other major banks in the country and has drawn criticism from unions. who argue the bank should focus on investing in its existing workforce. QBE Insurance Group has issued $600 million Australian dollars in subordinated Tier 2 notes, which received a BBB rating from Fitch Ratings. The funds are intended to bolster the company's capital position and support its growth strategies as part of QBE's broader efforts to optimize financial flexibility and adhere to regulatory standards. Jakob Stausholm, the chief executive officer of Rio Tinto, has announced his decision to step down later this year. The company is now initiating a search for a successor to lead the mining giant. Mr. Stausholm's resignation has come as a surprise to many in the industry, and the board is expected to conduct a global search for a replacement. Despite ongoing US-China trade tensions, Australian exporters remain optimistic about their prospects in China. The Reserve Bank of Australia notes that US tariffs on Chinese goods may enhance Australia's competitive edge in Chinese markets, particularly in sectors such as steel and iron ore. This optimism is supported by the Australia-China Free Trade Agreement, which provides preferential access for Australian businesses. And in health news, the Therapeutic Goods Administration has approved Kisunla, also known as donanemab, a new drug developed by Eli Lilly for early-stage Alzheimer's disease. Kisunla targets amyloid plaques in the brain and has the potential to slow cognitive decline by approximately 1/3. However, the treatment is suitable only for individuals with specific genetic profiles and early-stage symptoms. It costs around $4,700 per dose and is not yet subsidized by Medicare. Australia, meanwhile, is currently experiencing a significant flu season, with over 75,000 cases reported in 2025, surpassing the total numbers from both 2024 and 2023. Despite the availability of free vaccinations, flu vaccination rates are declining. Health experts are urging high-risk groups, including the elderly and those with chronic illnesses, to get vaccinated and seek early testing if symptoms appear. The Australian government has announced an $8.5 billion investment in Medicare. This funding aims to bolster bulk billing and support urgent care clinics as part of a broader effort to enhance the healthcare system and improve access to medical services. Construction has commenced on the $780 million Sydney Biomedical Accelerator, a facility designed to accelerate scientific discovery into real-life health outcomes. This project, a collaboration between the University of Sydney, the New South Wales Government, and the Sydney Local Health District, is scheduled to open in 2028. A coalition of prominent Australian athletes, including Olympic diver Melissa Wu and netballer Natalie Butler, has condemned the upcoming Enhanced Games. The event, scheduled for May next year in Las Vegas, allows the use of performance-enhancing drugs and offers substantial prize money. The athletes warn that such competitions promote unsafe practices, undermine the integrity of sport, pose potential health risks, and set a negative example for young athletes. Sport Integrity Australia has also issued a statement opposing the event, citing the lack of doping control and the potential harm to athletes' health, as the event faces widespread backlash for normalizing doping. And in technology and innovation, Australia has inaugurated its very first national quantum computing testbed facility in Queensland. This facility is a collaboration between the University of Queensland, the Queensland University of Technology, and the Australian National University. It aims to accelerate advancements in quantum technologies, with Zurich Instruments and Roda and Schwartz joining as key partners to provide essential infrastructure and services for quantum research. Wollongong-based battery materials innovator Sekona has secured a transformative $15 million Australian dollar investment through a licensing agreement with Indian chemical giant Himadri Specialty Chemical. This deal grants Himadri the rights to establish and operate a 6CX production facility in India, utilizing Seikona's proprietary silicon-carbon anode technology. The 6X material enhances battery energy density by over 20% and improves charging times by more than 40%, contributing to higher efficiency and reduced environmental impact. Seikona plans to expand its pilot operations in North Wollongong and scale up production. Tennant's X4 ROVR, an AI-powered cleaning robot, is set to debut in major supermarkets and shopping centers across Victoria. Equipped with advanced 3D sensors and high-quality cameras, the robot can autonomously mop floors and navigate around obstacles. It is designed to work alongside human staff to enhance efficiency without replacing jobs, allowing personnel to focus on improving customer service, while the robot manages hard-to-reach floor areas. 3 units have already been ordered by Australian retailers, with one ride-on version currently being used in a Melbourne healthcare facility. Engineers at RMIT University have developed a compact neuromorphic device that detects hand movements, stores memories, and processes information similarly to the human brain, without needing an external computer. This innovation marks a step towards enabling instant visual processing in autonomous vehicles, advanced robotics, and other next-generation applications through improved human interaction. And Gilmore Space Technologies is preparing for Australia's first ever domestically designed and manufactured rocket launch into orbit. The Eris rocket, scheduled to launch from Bowen in North Queensland, represents a significant milestone, potentially making Australia the 12th nation to achieve this space capability. The company has secured final approvals from the Civil Aviation Safety Authority. However, the launch has been delayed due to a pre-launch anomaly discovered during final preparations. The company is conducting a full investigation and has announced a new launch window in June. Returning to entertainment for a moment, comedian Celeste Barber is bringing her backup dancer comedy tour back to Australia in August and September 2025. The popular show will visit 12 cities, including Melbourne, Sydney, and Cairns, offering audiences her characteristic take on celebrity culture. Barber, internationally renowned for her sharp wit and down-to-earth humor, will perform her latest material, drawing from personal experiences and pop culture observations. Her previous tours were highly successful, and tickets, which went on sale in late May, are expected to sell quickly. The Australian series Love on the Spectrum has been officially renewed for a 4th season. This reality series, which gained global recognition for its heartfelt and authentic portrayal of individuals on the autism spectrum exploring love and relationships, will follow new participants as they navigate dating and forming meaningful connections. The show is praised for its empathetic approach and its uplifting, respectful presentation of love and human connection. Australian actress Phoebe Tonkin, known for her role in The Vampire Diaries, married art advisor Bernard LaGrange in a private ceremony in New York City on May 10, 2025. The couple, who have been together for several years, held an intimate wedding attended by close friends and family, including fellow Australian celebrities Margot Robbie and Teresa Palmer. Miss Tonkin wore a bespoke ivory Chanel gown, later changing into a sequined Magda Buttram dress for the reception. Tiger Lily Hitchens, the 28-year-old daughter of late INXS frontman Michael Hutchence, is expecting her first child with husband Ben Archer. The couple, who had kept their marriage private, confirmed the pregnancy after Miss Hutchence was seen in London with a visible baby bump. This news has been warmly received by fans, particularly in Australia, where Tiger Lily is an influential figure in the music scene and her father's legacy remains significant. And finally, in sports news, 5-time NBL MVP Bruce Cotton has signed a 3-year deal with the Adelaide 36ers, departing from the Perth Wildcats. Cotton, regarded as one of the best players in NBL history, has been a dominant force in the league, leading in scoring and earning multiple championships. His transfer is expected to significantly bolster the 36ers' prospects. Australian driver Oscar Piastri is currently leading the Formula One World Championship as the series heads into the Monaco Grand Prix on May 25th. Piastri has secured 4 wins from 7 Grand Prix this season, holding a 13-point lead over teammate Lando Norris. Despite a recent third-place finish at Imola, he remains a strong contender for the title. The British and Irish Lions are set to tour Australia between June and August 2025. The tour will feature a 3-match test series against the Australian national team, as well as matches against Super Rugby franchises. Games are scheduled in Brisbane, Sydney, Canberra, Adelaide, and Melbourne, with the first test match set for July 19th at Lang Park in Brisbane. Finally, the International Olympic Committee Coordination Commission has endorsed Queensland's plan to construct a new 63,000-seat stadium at Victoria Park for the Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games. The venue is expected to enhance Brisbane's downtown atmosphere during the Games. The IOC praised the strategy laid out by the Queensland government, emphasizing the urgency to begin construction soon. That's the news for now.